So step one, actually before even looking at the steps, you got to look at the goal. The goal is that you want to produce a 2x2 system. We all know how to solve 2x2 systems. And the thing is, this is not a 2x2 system. So if we're able to convert it to a 2x2 system, we'll be able to solve the 2x2 system and then figure out the rest by substitution. So step one is to use two of the three original equations, modify them to get a variable to cancel. So you want a variable to cancel. Now, this is not said on our steps, but I highly recommend that we all number our equations. Go ahead and number this one 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this way we're going to be able to keep notes and keep track of what we're doing. So step one is to use two of the equations and to get a variable to cancel out. So let's take a look at the x's. Let's take a look at the y's. Take a look at the z's. Which letter would you guys like to cancel?
X. That's better. Just multiply by -2.
You guys want to go with y's?
Yeah.
Let's go with y's. Let's go with y's. Now, normally, I mean, these are all really simple if you think about it. The 1, the 2, and the 4, yeah, we're going to be able to cancel those out. The 2, the 3, and the 1, yes, I mean, they're all easy. So I'm just going to go with y. So I want the y's to cancel out. How am I going to do that?
Multiply by 2.
Multiply which one by what?
1 and 2 and multiply them.
Multiply number 1 by 2 and then add it with 2, right? So this is what I want to do. I want to say multiply 1. I'm going to multiply it. I want to put a times 2 right in front of it. That'll be the notes for me, so I'll know what's actually happening. So I'm going to take equation number 1 and multiply it by 2, and that's going to be what? 6x plus 2y minus 4z equals, I ran out of space, let me move it over, equals what? 20. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our modified equation. And now, what did we say? Why do we multiply number 1 by 2? To make the y's cancel out with the second one. So the second one, I'm not even going to do anything in the second one. I'm just going to rewrite 2 right here. And it's going to be 6x. It's going to be negative 2y. It's going to be plus z equals negative 2. Everybody with me?
Yeah.
And now we're ready to combine and cancel the y's. These guys disappear. What's 6 plus 6? 12, and we're talking about x's. And what's negative 4 plus 1? Negative 3, and we're talking about z's. Then we have equals 18. 18. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was step number 1. And what we produced here, and let's box this in. This right here is our new equation number 1. NE1. Not anyone, but new equation number 1. So step 2, if you go back and read step 2, it says, let's go back to the original, use the equation you have not used. Let me go back and read it here. Use the equation you have not used and combine it with any other to get the same variable to cancel. As a matter of fact, let's all get your pencil and underline, get the same variable to cancel. So your goal right now is to go back, use the one you have not used, and combine it with another, but you need that same variable to cancel. What variable did we cancel on the first step? Y. So you need y's to cancel again. Okay, so let's start by thinking, which one have we not used? 3. So I need the y to cancel on 3. So what am I going to do? Which one am I going to use?
2.
Okay, I want to use equation 2 and multiply this by what? By 2. Now, you could have taken this top one and multiplied it by negative 4 to cancel out with the... But yeah, you want to use the one you have not used, so that's 3 for sure. Let me rewrite it. X plus 4y plus 3z equals 7. So I'm using the one I have not used yet. And we're going to use 2, you guys said. And how am I going to use 2? I am going to multiply 2 by what? By 2. That way, I get 12x. I get what? Minus 4y. And that's what we wanted, the same variable to cancel. And then what? Plus 2z equals negative 4. Again, what are we doing here? We're multiplying the entire equation 2 by 2. So this is 12, this is 4, this is 2z, and that's 4. Of course, negative 4. And of here, it's negative 4. So does that make sense? Okay, so we've modified the second one. We're using number 3, the one we haven't used yet. Now let's combine and cancel. So we have 13x, the y's cancel here, plus, nah, that's an ugly plus sign, 5z equals 3. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call this one new equation. Let's box it in and call it new equation number 2. Now, again, I had you underline the part of canceling the same variable. On the first step, we canceled out y's. On the second one, we have to cancel out y's because that's the only way that we're going to end up with a new 2-variable equation and a new 2-variable equation that have the same variables x and z. That way, step 3 is to create a new 2 by 2 system. And we all know how to solve 2 by 2 systems. So we're going to create a new 2 by 2 system. Let me zoom out a little. You guys are probably going to run out of space. It's not much space. So thank you, Kayla, for pointing that out. Before I write my new equation, or my new system of equations 2 by 2, notice that new equation 1 has a 12, a 3, and an 18. So they're all divisible by 3, right? So technically, our new equation number 1, let's divide it all by 3 to make it look nicer. It's going to be a 4x. It's going to be a negative 1z. It's going to be an equals 6. Now, I don't know about you, but I would much rather work with 4x minus z equals 6 than 12x minus 3z equals 18. Yeah? So this top new equation 1, we just rewrote it, but we divided everything by 3. You could put that as your notes. That way you'll know how you got there. And the new equation number 2, there's nothing to reduce. 13, 5, and 3, nothing in common. So I'm just going to rewrite it right here. And that'll be 13x. That'll be plus 5z. And it'll be equals 3. So we have our new 2 by 2 system right here. And we all know how to solve 2 by 2 systems. So let's do it. Let's focus in on this 2 by 2. And what do you want to cancel out? X's or Z's? I would go with z's. So let's cancel out z's by multiplying the top equation by what?
5.
By 5. So I'm going to get 20x minus 5z equals what?
Equals 30.
30. And the bottom one, we're just going to leave the same, right? So that's going to be 13x plus 5z equals 3. And now we're ready to combine and cancel. The 5z cancels with the 5z. 20 plus 13 is 30. Why did I put a 1? 33x equals 33. Thank goodness. I was freaking out with the 33x. But now the 33 divides with 33, which means x equals 1. So we're still solving the 2 by 2. Okay, so we're going to take the answer of 1 and plug it into the 2 by 2. Either this top one or the bottom one. I want to go with the top one. So that top one says 4 times x, and x is 1, minus z equals 6. Thank you. So you have 4 minus z equals 6. So you're going to subtract 4 and subtract 4. So you're going to get negative z. Let me change colors here. Negative z equals 2, which means what? Z equals negative 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 out of the 3 answers. How am I going to find my third answer for y? Plug it in. Now, which one are you going to plug it into? Any of the original, right? We've used all 3, so let's plug it in. I want to take the z of negative 2. Which one do you guys want to use, 1, 2, or 3? Let's just go with 1. Why not? So I want to go z for negative 2. I want to put a negative 2 right here for z. And I want to take the 1 of x and put it right there for x. So let me go to the side over here. Let me write my answers over here first. So x is 1. Z is negative 2. And now I could go over here to the side and plug it into my top equation. 3 times x plus y. Oh wait, we don't know y. Plus y minus 2z, that's minus 2 times negative 2. And I ran out of space, that's horrible. Let me erase this. No, I can't erase anymore. Fantastic. Let's see if I could move it. Could I move it? Yes, I can. Awesome. Okay, so equals 10. And we said x is 1 and z is negative 2. We already plugged that in. I already plugged that in. Man, this is ugly. So we get 3 plus y plus 4, because negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4, equals 10. Let's combine like terms. 3 plus 4 is 7. So you have y plus 7 equals 10. Minus 7, y equals 3. So ladies and gentlemen, to write your answer, now this is not an ordered pair anymore. You're talking about 3-dimensional space. So this is called an ordered triple. So your answer, an ordered triple, your answer is going to be in coordinate format, but there's 3, and it has to be in alphabetical order, x, y, z. So you're going to put 1, comma, 3, comma, negative 2. If you put 1, negative 2, 3, I'm going to have to deduct points, because this is the only way that this says x is 1, y is 3, and z is negative 2. So in 3-dimensional space, they would all intersect at this 3-dimensional point, 1, 3, negative 2. You get it?